All right, seventh period, last video of the night. So, what's up? I hope you guys are. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope that you are surviving this pandemic that has swept the world. What a crazy time that we live in right now. Like this is so unprecedented in modern times. Something that just shuts down countries and shuts down economies and what a weird time to be alive. But anyways, I hope that you're doing okay. I hope that everything's going okay. And this is just videos. I'm going to do one, at least one video a week. I'm just going to check in with you and make sure you're doing okay, and also provide you with some instructions on how to do the work that I've assigned and things like that. So this is just my video this week. This is Monday the 23rd. And this is just me checking in on you. And just to go ahead and get this out of the way, this backdrop here is not for you. I didn't set this up for you. This is actually the place where my wife teaches elementary school children in China how to speak English. So she does that as like a side gig. So this is her setup for that. She has to have like a classroom sort of place and like a marker board and things. So this is the easiest place for me to do these videos because my kids can't bother me as well because this is my garage. So kids can't bother me as much in here, and it gives me time to do this away from the noise and everything. So anyways, I just want to get that elephant out of the room. Ha, elephant, get it? Yeah, it's a good pun. All right, so anyways, I'm going to share my screen with you really fast. We're going to go over some things with you. And oh, look, it's like I'm a little Twitch streamer or something up here in the corner. Oh, cool. All right, so a couple things. I went over all of this with you on Friday before we left, but in case you weren't there, in case you forgot, it's been a while. A couple things to make note of here. One, extended break. That's where all of your work is. Two, I also put this extended break questionnaire in there. I think I've only got one of you in this class that's filled that out so far. If you get a chance, fill that out and just it's a good place for you to ask me some questions if you got them, or if you got things going on in your personal life and you think that I might be able to help or that school might be able to help. There's a question in there about that, and you can write that in there and you can let me know what's up, and maybe there's something we could do for you. But that's there. Fill that out for me. I appreciate it. But if you click into the extended break folder here, this is where all your work is going to be posted. This is where everything, and I've got everything filled out through this week. And if you know, I know a couple of you did because I got texts or some texts and some emails and stuff from you. I put these 3 grades in. So this, and this. I put those in last night about 11 o'clock. So every Sunday, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a heads up. Every Sunday, I'm going to be putting some grades in. Probably I won't swear that I'll put all 5. Like I won't put all 5 of these grades in or 4 of these grades in for the week, but I'll put 2 or 3 of them for sure. And that's just sort of like, this is the pace that I feel like you need to be working at. And if you don't have that done, then you're behind. Now, I told you guys when we left, like obviously if you get all this done before we come back, or if you get all this done, like it's going to be fine. So if I gave you a missing last night, it's not the end of the world. Doesn't mean it can't change to something else. It's just meant to get your attention and say, listen, I don't think you're keeping up with the pace that you need to. Guys, if you try to wait till the end of this break, and you've got 7 classes worth of stuff and you wait till the end of this break and you try to do it all, you're going to bog yourself. You're going to kill yourself, and you're either going to turn in crap work or you're not going to turn stuff in at all. Okay. So you need to try to pace yourself. Just do like a little bit at a time. And I'm going to be putting these grades in, and I'm also going to tell you, like, if I'm not hearing from you at all and I'm not seeing you do any work, then I have to, per admin and stuff, like I need to start trying to contact you or your parents or somebody and like making sure you're okay and making sure that you don't need any help, because I just need to. So if you don't want to be hearing from me too much or hearing parents hearing from me, then I need to you need to at least send me a message and say, Mr. Cassie, I know the work is there. This is my plan to get it done. Like I need to hear something from you. Okay. So just hit me up. Let me know what's going on. I've sent you several messages on Schoology here. If you haven't logged in yet, I'm assuming you have now, so you have this video unless somebody else shared it with you. My email, I've sent you an email or a message on Schoology. It has my email in it. You can always just send me a message straight on Schoology. You can send me an email. You can whatever. Okay, there's lots of ways to get a hold of me. So just let me know what's up, and then we can try to figure something out. Okay. If you're one of the people who there's been quite a few kids who thought they were going to be able to work from home and then figured out they couldn't. If you're one of those kids that have like went to school and picked up hard copies, send me if you can. I mean, you may not be able to because you don't have tech. I don't know. But if you can, get a message to me and just say, Mr. Cassie, I took some hard copies. That's why you don't have anything for me yet. And I totally understand that. That would make perfect sense. So I just need to know where you're at somewhere. Okay. So I'm going to go through this really fast, just kind of explain what all this stuff is. I definitely talked about some of it, but obviously some of it's new. I'll just talk about it really fast, and I'm not going to take up too much of your time here. The employment quiz right here. So the employment quiz, that's just a practice COSA. All the questions are employability. Lots of people, it's quite a few people have done that one actually, and done really well. Any questions that you missed, the second assignment is jotting down all the questions that you missed and then tell me like why you missed them, like what went wrong, why was the answer what it should have been. Okay, that's what you're doing there. So make sure you do that, and I can retro, once you do that, when you get a grade just for doing that, but also I'll probably go back and give you a better score on your employment quiz. For the most part right now, I'm just dropping in like fives just to say, hey, you did it or you didn't do it, but it probably most of the stuff won't stay fives. Like this employment quiz, I'll probably put in as an actual quiz grade later. So I'll go back and update your score based on you correcting your answers. Okay. The third one is another practice COSA. This one's on a PDF because I didn't feel like typing all those questions out. So this is on a PDF. Just jot all your answers down in a Google Doc or in a Google Sheet or something like that and share it with me, or post it, load it into Schoology, and I will grade those individually later on once I get enough. I've only got I think Quentin. I know Quentin's done it. Maybe some other people, I can't remember. But once Quentin and Ashley, I feel like they did it. So just once you get that submitted, once I get enough of them, I'll grade them and start giving you some feedback there on those. Next couple things, business research project. This is really you're going to click this. You're going to follow all the directions on the page and answer some questions. This thing's here, it's pretty straightforward. You're just going to choose any company you want. And you can use, it says any resources from the class because I did this in another class last year, but obviously use any resources online to answer these questions. I'm going to try to pull this up. Schoology's going crazy slow. I think there's just too many people using this thing. Yeah, so you're just going to answer all these questions about the business that you chose. Okay, it's really simple, I promise. So that, you shouldn't have any trouble with that. Career interest survey. So you're doing an interest survey about yourself, and it's going to give you some results. There's some questions posted in there that go along with it. They kind of walk you through where to get the answers on the page. If you really struggle and there's like a question, you're like, Mr. Cassie, I cannot find this one, where is this information at? Send me a message and I will look through it and we'll see if we can find it together. And if there's a lot of people that can't find one, then I'll just do another one of these videos maybe next week or later on this week and say, here's where all the information is. But I think you can find it. It's not very complicated. You should be fine. Fake news article. So this is an article. This is really important in the world that we live in now. There's a lot of news sources out there. Some of them are great and some of them are not so great. And it's good as this is just practical information stuff, not even really business related. This is just really something important I feel like you should have for your life in the future, is being able to tell the difference between like a really good piece of information and something that's just kind of bull crap. Maybe it's good bull crap as far as you're concerned because it matches up with your ideals of the world, but it's still bull crap. Okay, so it's good as an adult to be able to distinguish between what's a good source and what's a bad source. So this is an article that kind of walks you through how to do that. I just want you to give me a summary about what you learned there and why it's important and that sort of thing. And then the same thing there with the leadership style. So there was a lot of questions on the COSA about leadership styles, and I never get time to teach it. I don't like it. But it's like all the different ways a person would lead. So you're going to read the article, and then you're going to write a summary. But the summary is going to be about like which leadership style have you worked under, which ones do you like and not like, and which ones kind of like what do you think that you would do. So this could be a pretty long summary. I'm kind of looking for a page probably. I'm going to cough now. You know what? I'll mute my mic so it's not crazy loud. So I'm sorry. I do not have their coronavirus. If that's what you're thinking, I'm just haven't done this much talking since we've been off. And here I am. This is, like I said, I've done a video for each class, and they keep running like 10 minutes long. So I've done like a solid 40 minutes of speaking at this point almost. So starting to feel it. So anyways, those are your assignments that get you through this week. If you got any questions, send me an email. I really, truly hope everything is going okay for you. I hope everything's going well. Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Appreciate everything. Send me a message. Let me know what's up. Thank you so much for watching. If you held on this long, hats off to you for watching me talk this long when you don't necessarily have to. So thank you so much. God bless. See you later.